Welcome back, everyone. Today, we will continue our discussion from yesterday's presentation on investigating money laundering. Our focus will shift to conducting AML business risk assessments, covering key aspects and practical examples to enhance your understanding and application of these assessments in your organizations. AML risk assessments are systematic evaluations of potential money laundering risks that a business may face. They are crucial for identifying vulnerabilities and implementing measures to mitigate these risks, ensuring compliance with AML regulations and protecting the organization. Conducting AML risk assessments is essential to maintain compliance with regulatory requirements, safeguard the organization from financial crimes, and enhance overall risk management. A robust AML risk framework includes governance structures that ensure accountability, such as clear roles and responsibilities for AML compliance within the organization. Processes for identifying risks specific to the organization are crucial. This includes understanding the business model, customer base, and the types of transactions that occur. Methods for measuring the potential impact of these risks on the business, such as risk scoring and ranking, help prioritize areas that need the most attention. Customer risk involves assessing the profiles of customers, such as their occupation, transaction behavior, and history. High-risk customers might include politically exposed persons and those from high-risk industries. Geographic risk refers to the locations where the business operates or conducts transactions. Countries with weak AML regulations or high levels of corruption pose higher risks. Product/service risk pertains to the nature of the products and services offered by the organization. Complex financial products, private banking, and international wire transfers are examples of higher-risk services. Qualitative assessments involve expert judgment and subjective analysis of the risks. This might include workshops and interviews with key stakeholders. Quantitative assessments use statistical models and data to measure risk. This includes analyzing transaction volumes, frequency, and amounts. Hybrid approaches combine both qualitative and quantitative methods to provide a comprehensive evaluation of AML risks. Preventive controls are designed to stop money laundering before it happens. Examples include customer due diligence and enhanced due diligence for high-risk customers. Detective controls are measures that identify suspicious activities as they occur, such as transaction monitoring systems and suspicious activity reports. Corrective controls address issues after they have been identified. This might involve revising AML policies, training employees, or implementing new technologies. Internal reporting keeps stakeholders informed about AML risks and the effectiveness of controls. This includes regular reports to senior management and the board. Regulatory reporting ensures compliance with laws and regulations. This might include filing SAR with the relevant authorities. Proper documentation standards maintain thorough records of risk assessments and actions taken. This is essential for transparency and accountability. Continuous monitoring involves ongoing observation of transactions and customer behaviors to detect emerging risks. Periodic reviews ensure that the risk assessment remains current and relevant. This might be conducted annually or biannually. Adapting to changes in the business environment, regulatory landscape, and emerging threats ensures that the AML risk assessment is effective and up-to-date. In 2019, Standard Chartered Bank was fined $1.1 billion by U.S. and UK authorities for violating AML regulations. The bank processed transactions for entities in countries subject to sanctions, including Iran, and failed to detect and report suspicious activities. This case highlights the critical importance of rigorous AML risk assessments and compliance with international sanctions. Following the penalties, Standard Chartered strengthened its AML controls, enhanced its transaction monitoring systems, and increased its investment in compliance training. In 2020, Westpac, one of Australia's largest banks, was fined AUD 1.3 billion for AML breaches. The investigation revealed that Westpac had failed to report over 19.5 million international funds transfer instructions, many of which were linked to high-risk jurisdictions and potentially related to child exploitation. This case underscores the necessity for comprehensive risk assessments and robust reporting mechanisms. Westpac responded by overhauling its AML and counterterrorism financing programs, upgrading its technology infrastructure, and implementing stricter customer due diligence procedures. Ensuring data quality is a major challenge, as accurate and complete data is essential for effective risk assessment. Inconsistent or incomplete data can lead to incorrect risk evaluations. Evolving risks, such as new money laundering techniques and changes in regulatory requirements, require continuous adaptation of the risk assessment process. Resource limitations, including staffing and budget constraints, can hinder the ability to conduct thorough AML risk assessments and implement necessary controls. Money laundering is often a cross-border crime, making international cooperation essential. Collaboration allows for the sharing of information and resources, which is vital for tracking and prosecuting offenders. Organizations like Interpol, Europol, and the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime facilitate international cooperation by providing frameworks and support for member countries. In conclusion, we discussed the essential components of conducting AML business risk assessments, including identifying risk factors, assessment methodologies, implementing risk controls, and ensuring compliance with regulatory expectations. It's crucial to recognize the importance of ongoing risk management in adapting to new threats and maintaining effective AML measures. I encourage you to continuously review and update your AML risk assessment processes and to stay informed about the latest developments in AML regulations and best practices.